Hello, I am Fred Barrett, the Emerging Media and Learning and Development Manager at PBS Western Reserve, and I'm going to give you tips or a foundation in starting your video blog. Before starting your music video blog, you have to have a certain mindset that a lot of people don't think about when they're creating or starting a video blog. For example, you have to realize that you are opening a window of your life to social media. And you have to determine your goals, your engagement, your purpose with your video content. And these next few steps will help you kind of walk that process. If you want to learn more or more in-depth technical aspect, also go to our PBS Western Reserve YouTube channel and look under the playlist Digital Storytelling Series when I did an introduction on starting your video blog. So again, these steps are to make your transition or make the opening of the window of your life in regards to video a little easier when starting a video blog. We're going to start off about knowing your topic. A lot of people, many people start off a video blog just in general topics across the board, from news to gossip aspects to food tips, do it yourself, or just to create a show just to give it a chance. But the better you know your topic, the better your initial delivery, your mindset when you engage or give it a start your video blog. The next step, determine your approach. Based on your content, how do you want your presentation to look to your target audience? Or how does your target audience want to, or kind of want to see you present the information to them? So even though it says your approach, is really the approach to attract your target market. And disregard the aspect of people saying, oh, you can create a video for everybody. No, you have to present your material for a target market. Is it accessible to everybody across the internet? If you put on YouTube or social media platform, yes. But will it attract everyone? No. So your approach should line up with your target audience, which is also part of your introduction, which we'll get into in the next few minutes. Determine your goal. Are you looking to inform, entertain, or infotain, information that's entertaining, or what have you? Are you doing a cooking show? What are you doing? What is your goal? Set your parameters of your goal first, which goes back to your approach, which goes back to your topic. Practice and setup. Many people may start off with a blog, they say organic, authentic. That sometimes translates to amateurish, ineffective, or just to start something just to see what happens. Many times someone may not do the proper preparation for a video blog, start the blog up, and don't get the interaction that they say they really don't have. But if they don't get a views, if they don't get a lot of traction, then that would be an excuse not to continue on. So you have to prepare yourself to start your blog, prepare for it, determine your approach, your target audience, and what have you, and practice. Three main components for a video blog or video episode or story is your introduction. Now you're going to have your content in it, embedded in it. Then you have a call to action, and then you have the conclusion. We're going to take a look at all these different steps in regards to starting your video blog. Know your audience. Know your topic. You should choose a topic that you know something about, or that's in relation to something else. The more in tune you are with your topic, the better delivery of your message and your video blog. Develop a script. Every episode, if there's a different topic and you want a different approach, write it down first. Don't just come off the top of your head. At some point, once you get a script down and you get a rhythm, you can do that. But starting out, get an introductory script or what have you before you start recording. If you have any images or photos or logos or what have you, get all those elements set up prior to your recording. Now, if you're doing live stream, you're using certain software, this is imperative that you have this done. But if it's in post, same thing, but this is things you can do after you record. Determine your approach. Again, your approach. Know your audience. Dress and talk appropriately depending on who you're talking to. If you are doing a cooking show, would you wear a doctor's outfit? If you're doing a sports show, will you dress up like you're going to the prom? Determine your presentation. This also goes back to your background settings. A lot of people using a virtual background to green screening. A lot of people just doing things from home organically. Choose your setting, which is your background, your approach, and your use of words. Who are you talking to? Because anytime you have a relationship with a certain target audience, you have to speak the language, or the audience understands your certain level of language. This may seem small or small in an aspect, but talking to the camera as if you're talking to your audience, each individual, not the crowd, not the auditorium, but each individual. Especially on there are certain platforms like Instagram, TikTok, or what have you. Many people kind of differentiate from that for Facebook and YouTube pieces. But in this vertical realm, using the phones and vertical videos on the social media platforms, looking to the camera. Define your goal. Ask yourself, what kind of video are you going to make? Now, one question that I don't have on the screen is why. Now, in the presentation I gave on the digital storytelling series on our YouTube channel, that why is a big question, or why you? So defining your goal, ask yourself, what kind of video are you going to make? And then subliminally think, why me? Why am I doing this? Now, on this next question, how long will it be? Depending on your several things that determine the length of your video. Now, my philosophy, a good video, especially online, should be as long as the average song, which, or years ago on an LP or record, was about 3 to 4 minutes. 5 to 10 in this day and age is a good stretch, especially if you're looking to generate revenue or for the platforms you put on there to make revenue. YouTube, Facebook, what have you. How long would it be? It depends on your audience's engagement of that topic, their interest in it. How long does it take to really talk about this particular topic or this thing? There's a lot of elements that will determine that. But if you're going to do a blog on the professional side of the house, even with professional content online, you want to stick with the same duration for your platform, especially if you're looking to create a series or a show. So how long would it be? There's a lot of questions to that, or a lot of things to think about. Is your goal to provide information or something entertainment? Is it going on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok? With those different social media platforms, there are different audiences, different engagement, different lengths, different durations, everything, music, treatment, and what have you. The information you're providing, is that something that relates to YouTube or Facebook, Instagram, which is in connection with that audience? Something entertainment, something entertaining. Does that aspect of entertaining, does that reflect the audience on Facebook? Is it funny to the people on TikTok? Is it funny to the people on YouTube? Your goal, your content goal, should align up with the audience based on the platform that the audience lives on. There's a lot of different audiences across each platform. Your video might be successful on one platform, but not on another one. That's why your goal really has to be determined, which has to be backed up by research. Practice and setup. Get your composition, get your lighting, get your audio, and rehearse. In this day and age, you have certain lights that people use. You have certain audio. Actually, in my viewpoint, if you're doing a blog, you should have some type of mic. A smartphone mic, if you're doing a smartphone, USB mic for your laptop, or another a lavalier or microphone for if you're using the actual camera. A lot of people are starting to disregard the aspect of those audio devices, especially in the world of TikTok and Instagram. But if you're looking at doing a blog, get your composition, your lighting, your audio, and rehearse, i.e. practice. Do a couple of episodes without putting it on social media. Take a couple of days away from it and go watch it again. Matter of fact, go share it with some friends and get their thoughts. That's the best viewpoint, because if you got friends in that target audience, that's your testing zone before you actually go public. Experiment with your body language, your clothing, your voice. You may think that you actually present in a certain way until you watch yourself on video. So you practice. Now, if you're going to do this on a continual basis, if you're going to have a set frequency of once a week, every 2 weeks, a certain 5-minute episode, whatever you're doing, before you start, practice, re-record until you're happy with the results. That's all dependent on the level you're trying to do your blog. Now, when you have a video, you see a pattern, especially in the YouTube world. Certain shows have a short introduction of the personality and then the intro to the show. So your introduction, hello, you are at the name of my show, and we're going to talk about this today, whatever. And then you do this introduction of graphics or whatever around the show, just like they do on television. Then you get into the content. You can welcome people, introduce yourself, the subject matter, what your viewers are about to see, and then you go into the intro graphic like you see on television. That's the pattern. And it all, again, depends on your level of presentation you're trying to achieve starting this blog and your investment in it. Now, if you're looking at intro graphics or what have you for your video, you can go to a website like Fiverr, Fiverr. You can pay people to design one, depending on the level of quality you want your blog to reflect. You can add music. You can get royalty-free music, a lot of free music websites out there to decorate. You can, and then as well as the introduction, express the purpose of the website or your message of this particular episode. And call to action. Many people look at call to action as the end of the video, but you also can push that in the beginning prior to getting to your topic. Take a minute. If you're here before, you've seen us before, you like our previous episodes, don't forget to subscribe below and comment. Your call to action could be on the front and the back end of your video. Now, here's the call to action at the conclusion of your video. Ask questions. Urge commenting, positive or negative, depending on how you feel. You can add a call to action at the end, the same one, but you might twist it up a little bit. Share this video, subscribe, come back, share this with your friends and family. Make sure you comment. Some people use reverse psychology. If you didn't like what you see, still comment. We want to engage you, whatever. This reverse psychology. So different ways you can do your call to action. Which is, like I said, similar to the introduction, but slightly different on the back end. Hence, thank you for watching. Now, some people actually thank people for watching before it starts, but it's up to your taste. On the front end, on the back end, or just on the end. Things to remember. Depending on your purpose, your video must be short and simple. It depends. Short is determined by your audience. Some people might say, "Oh, this is engaging content," and you only did it for 5 minutes, and they wished it was 10. Or if it was so engaging, they wish it was 30. They want to learn more. Depending on your goal and your pattern, you have to determine your length of your video and keep it simple. Your presentation must conform to your topic or story. Your setting, your poise, your tone, your music, your decorations, your dress should all reflect the theme of your video blog. It all depends on, it all goes back to your goal and who you're trying to reach, what information you're presenting. Add text or logo throughout the video. Most of the time you can do this through live if you're at that level, or you can do it in post. You can use any software to put this out, many software platforms to edit your video on the back end. Adding a video title or brand and your name throughout. In some cases, you'll hear the term lower thirds. A lot of this is done like television. Reflect what you see on TV on your video blog, and it will enhance the quality or perception of quality in your video. Be yourself. Have a conversation. If you are in tune with the topic, that opens you up to be yourself and have a conversation or presentation in this video. Be yourself, authenticity, transparency, what have you. Encourage engagement, in this case from your review committee. Once you get the full engagement of your committee, now you know or have a good feeling about the actual audience that you're going to engage in social media. Once you publish it, you'll be able to talk to them because you talked to your survey, maybe your review committee. Now, that was a quick run through on a base foundation for starting a blog. There's a lot to remember, but primarily, remember that you are creating a social window into your life in social media through video. Audio is a little different. Video shows a lot more, and it all depends. How do you want people to see into your window? That goes into the preparation of your video blog, setting goals, knowing your target audience. Who do you all want coming into your window? What do you want people to see when they look in it? How long do you want them looking in your window? All these elements have to be considered when starting your video blog. And once again, my name is Fred Barrett. I am the Emerging Media and Learning Development Manager at PBS Western Reserve. And hopefully if you're looking to start a video blog or have more questions, again, visit us on PBS Western Reserve's YouTube channel. Go to the Digital Storytelling series, and you can see the Digital Storytelling episode based on video blogging for more in-depth information on how to start. Again, I am Fred Barrett with the PBS Western Reserve. I am the Emerging Media Learning and Development Manager. Along with the Ohio EdTech agencies, we are happy to support you on Digital Learning Day 2022.